the double range. Meanwhile, like this Brew Zeus lane, I think is pretty bonkers as well, to be honest. So I'm eager to see how that one ends up turning out.
Thanks.
As we'll end up getting going here for the decisive game number 3, final one of the day. Another week here where we've got 6 games for you guys on Sunday night. Thanks for tuning in, as we're going to find out here if Eternity are going to secure themselves a 3rd place finish, or if 5ManMidas are going to go ahead and ensure their survival for the next DPC season. If they lose this game, they're not out, but they are facing relegation tiebreakers as a certainty. How many teams join them is unknown. 1 or up to 2 more teams in those tiebreakers, depending on the Arkosh match. They've got the idea that Pucks dropped a ward here. My favorite thing that pro players do is that as soon as they're sussed out from a ward, they just stand still. It's amazing.
Ooh, Moonlight getting the level 1 lightning bolt with a D-wood potential.
Yep. You see this a lot on support Zeus. Mid Zeus's, this has fallen off for the 404 build instead. But I forgot who I was watching, some mid laner. It wasn't Quinn. And it wasn't Thompson, but they said, oh, I'm going to try the Thompson build, which was 404. So I don't know if everyone's calling it the Thompson build or not, but I certainly will. And it's very good, this 404 Zeus in the mid lane, but supports do need to set up a little bit of the vision game. So definitely the second skill is the way to go there. Lift on this one, but we'll see here what he can get going here shortly. And again here, Cinder Brew into Zap is big win, basically, is the name of this lane. Mostly going to be used, I think, to probably force the Wyvern out of lane, but might have some good use at eventually getting this Dusa a little bit lower here for her HP, and maybe opening up a kill or 2 later on.
So I feel like the lane to watch is still gonna be this bottom lane. With the Sniper, the Batrider, the Tiny, there is so much kill potential.
4 stacks there already of the Napalm. 5 now is where things start getting a little sketchy, but just auto attacks to work with here for Fade. As it looks like CDR is basically Marine Walk in there. With a little bit of, just a tiny amount of server ping here to US East on my side is going to kind of cause that. Top lane, Moonlight doing very well here versus the Wyvern. Actually out-harassing the Wyvern as they are going to... I think they messed up the Ignite there. Yeah, they didn't get the Ignite. Might have been a kill otherwise. Just might have been a kill. Ignite total damage, not too high, level 1. There it is, though. On to Feeling. Now we're talking. Stick charge is out, though. Audio's going to refill the mana a bit as this does look to Zeus worse for wear, but he pops the Fairy Fire and he wins the trade and even drops a tip there onto the Winter Wyvern. Nice job there for Zeus, utilizing his right-click advantage. To take the little trade war there, to win the trade war.
Yeah, Zeus actually has really nice base damage these days. I remember when he had 40-something back in the day.
Not nearly as bad this time, thankfully, anyway, for the support Zeus. Nope, no cheeky Blightstone, at least early, but a nice usage of Ray here with the power shot to secure the early couple of range creeps, making sure that they don't fall behind in the levels. There's the headshot active, or the take aim active, I believe. No shrapnel points here. I believe Pale Horse in game 2 completely ignored Assassinate until 23. So game 1 was a bit of a different build, but I still believe he likes maxing the shrapnel and headshot. I'm kind of curious here what CDR is going to decide on is best for this lane and game.
He's not gonna be going for the Mask of Madness like Pale Horse was. He's gonna be going straight Maelstrom.
I think it might be better here against a Dusa. Upgrade that potentially into Mjolnir. Maybe Gleipnir? Would be a weird item, but would make it really difficult to hide from Sniper. Super strong vision game between Gleipnir and Shrapnel. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. Not your standard item, and I think Sniper would rather have the attack speed much more than a Rod of Atos, so I don't know how likely that'll be, but I like the idea of it. It's got a nice ring.
Who knows? It is quite good against heroes like Tiny Batrider and Wyvern that don't usually buy BKB.
Top lane, he's out of stick charges here. Moonlight a little bit lower on the mana. The heavenly jump, though, to close the gap. And Adios is clicked down there. By the right clicks up Revenant, which is back into the drunken brawler fire chance for the crit. But that's a kill top lane this time onto the Tusa, not the Wyvern. So, you know, we were expecting action down bottom, but so far all the action's been in the top lane.
Yeah, definitely did not expect that. Mid lane is of course a bit static. You have Puck hitting creeps and you have DK hitting creeps.
Yep, and hitting Puck for a good amount there in between some creeps. But yeah, no way the DK can contest here for the bottle refills, so all that work not really end up doing too much here. Good damage though, look, good damage. Oof. Hanging for Fixer, who's he's got the one sip, he's got another sip, he'll be okay, but the right clicks of the DK end up doing a good amount of work here. 24 and 8 so far for RRL. So Fixer is kind of struggling in this matchup now. It'll get easier now that he's got more points in the Elusio 2 in the Waning Rift, so that he can actually nuke the waves a bit easier. Don't know. No Breathe Fire. RRL very patient on the Breathe Fire, a bit more mana intensive, so preferring to go for the stuns whenever you can. Top lane, they're fighting again. Onto Adhuis they will go. Another heavenly jump there does slow Adhuis, but the damage this time is not going to be enough onto Moonlight. But instead, actually, they're going to turn, find the ignite, and find the kill. Here's Bolo. That's not really needed for the kill onto Feeling. And I think Revenant's going to be a bit too far gone for them to try and get that kill. Second kill onto Adhuis. This time, it's going to get even worse, as Revenant has the urn and the charges for it now. They're going to head bottom now instead onto Fade, who tries to TP away and will make it all the way back to the fountain, however. So lots of space made, especially because Bolo TP top. Sniper is free to do as he pleases here for another 30 seconds or so.
Wow, double null talisman on Batrider. Interesting. Usually Batriders just get like quick boots and maybe a wand. Null Talisman is something I haven't seen too much of, so you tend to not care about stats.
RL.
Just want to go fast.
The dragon form here for Ray. No more wind run for him as they shackled briefly. The kills top again onto Adhuis, his third death in the laning stage. But mid lane, DK simply does not care about this first usage of the coil. Lucky for Fixers, he checks the right rune, and it's a regen for him. Top lane is absolutely popping off. That wasn't even a kill with the Brulings. This Zeus lane is just insanely strong, as he does end up, quote-unquote, trying to deny himself to the tower out of mana. I don't think Dusa can come back to this lane. She doesn't even have a TP. That's the second time this has happened to her this laning stage. This is horrendous.
Yeah, it's really not a good time for Dusa.
Hello?
She can come back to the lane, but she may just die again to a split.
Yep, split's ready now. I think she's got to come back and defend, though. Otherwise, I think you lose tower here to the wagon. She's going to be finished off at least by the tower, but Zeus is returning here. They're going to pick this up courtesy of the Observer ward that 5ManMidas have placed down. But so far, that Observer has not been too useful at preventing these deaths with that information. Dusa doing what she can, but the camp is going to be locked from pulling, from stacking, pardon. And yeah, this dual lane is much stronger than I thought it would be. I said it kind of off the cuff, oh yeah, lots of magic damage, ignites, blah, 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 but this is now 300 damage every single ignite. You got two methods of igniting here, basically guaranteed. Adhuis might just die here, especially because they will commit the Brulings. They're going to lift up this poor Wyvern, but Adhuis makes it underneath tier 2 tower where he gets off the wand. Revenant might be diving too far for this. He's going to come back onto the Earth Panda. Now the Fire Panda, it's the only one alive. RL with a stun in 2 more seconds, but Revenant looking to try and make a bit more of distance. Oh, he gets away! The stun was ready, I thought. I wasn't quite clicked on the DK, I was toggling the vision. But it's still going to be a kill onto the Dusa, the 4th one this game. My goodness. When do these like start to really matter? Because Dusa's still this hero that, you know, goes and, you know, goes into the jungle and gets her farm anyway. But at what stage does this become very problematic?
I mean, it's already kind of problematic because she's probably gonna be tilted to all hell.
being dove early
That's
on.
not great.
Tends to have that effect. Nice illusion rune dodge there on the Dragon Tail, but not really a fight fixers as wants to be taken. That's also kind of a problem, right? Because RRL rotates top with Elder Dragon Form trying to get, you know, anything done, and maybe finds a Zeus kill. Doesn't even, I think. Now he doesn't have Elder Dragon Form to push mid, so fixers can look to rotate away and, you know, find and coil a killable target, because DK is not really that guy.
I think with a Zeus rotation, they could possibly kill DK.
Oh man, I don't know. He's so tanky. He went for double bracer, strength treads. I don't know. Old Zeus maybe, but not new Zeus. He needs a shard to get his damage in against these tanky heroes. He's gonna go back top lane because Dusa dares show herself. There is a lasso ready to go, however. The Fate is TPing in, eager to try and make use of this. They're gonna go, looks like for Moonlight, maybe settle for Revenant. As is gonna stand and deliver. The quick whoops in the team chat wheel line, and Moonlight as well likely to die. The rotation forced here to relieve a little bit of pressure, where normally the Bat Rider would like to use a lasso in his own lane with the Dusa rotating there. Dusa not really ready to make that rotation yet, as things start to get a little bit ugly here for 5ManMidas, but a good kill there to try and neutralize things.
Radiant's top tower is under
5
attack.
times is a charm.
Yep, there he goes. Finally gets the team to rotate on over and help him out a little bit.
And somehow Dusa is still leading in net worth. How?
That's what I mean. Is she's kind of this kind of hero, right? Where she doesn't care. Kill me 5 times, sure, dude. Whatever you want to do. I think it's got more to do with the farm that you're able to receive on a Revenant, more so than it does really stopping this Dusa. Because he's very farmed. He's already got the point booster for Ag Scepter. Eventually into the Vessel upgrade is what he's thinking. But he's coming along very nicely, and they won't be able to stop his push now that he's got Primal Split ready.
Dire's top tower.
Pardon me, so it's a free tower for him.
It's madness. Madness, I'm telling you. Would have expected Sniper to be doing better after having such a nice lane.
Yeah, 76 last hits compared to the Dusa's 74. I guess that's what the recovery gold does to a man. Comeback bolt.
Dire's structures are
Fortify. It's for the bottom wave. Yes, it's for the bottom wave to continue
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
assault
is
here.
under attack.
Ray finds a good shackle. Nothing too crazy. Oh, the reason I suggested PL, by the way, into this Windrunner earlier is because they did revert. Hold on, I'll finish this later because Phelan is being dove. Coil committed here. They did ignite him, especially with that last one, so he'll die. Puck makes it out. Revenant on about 10 HP is also going to get off the split. He's going to need to get his Earth Panda the heck out of here, though. Slowing Bolo, or at least trying to as much as he can. Another boulder hurled, and actually Bolo's going to pay for that one here as he's going to go to Revenant. Careful for these auto attacks. Careful for the Breathe Fire. He comes out with 200 HP. Breathe Fire is not going to catch him. And he makes it out alive. That is incredible.
Yeah. This Brew is putting in some work. 7-1-1.
Oh, yeah.
He's been involved in every single kill for eternity.
This looked real good for him, basically. Of course, arguably, he's gotten every kill. Zeus has one of the other ones, which was, I mean, that's going to happen when you've got a Zeus. Zeus, who, by the way, has got these big stacks in the jungle. These big stacks there for 5ManMidas did already get claimed and taken by Arduous, so they are recovering him here incredibly nicely. He's almost got a full Yasha online already. With the, what is it called? What is this one called? I always forget it's the Agi one. Blade of Alacrity, that's what it is. There it is, just a little bit of ping. Seems like everyone's good to go, though. Nice and stable. Maelstrom finish now for the Sniper. I have no idea if a 12-minute Maelstrom is good or bad. I have to assume it's respectable just because he had a good lane. He's got a decent amount of farm, 5K. Not too far behind Adusa, who is just constantly farming these stacks. Speaking of, I think they're going to make an effort here for the... yeah, because Wyvern can tank this if she... Oh, she can't actually. She doesn't have the point and fold embrace. So 3 points instead in the Splinter Blast is going to still help take the camp. Well, you don't want to really give the tomato-potato buffs to Ancients, though. Those guys do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, this attack speed. Okay. Kill onto Revenant, though, is significant. Once again, with the lasso. So it seems like every single time that Splits is off cooldown. They go for a lasso kill, and then every time Split is ready to go, they go fighting again. Second death here for Revenant. Oh, this is kind of hopeful. I mean, as DK, he's on even int treads. He hasn't even swapped over to his strength. He doesn't care yet. As they're gonna toss back the Windrunner into her death. He even snaps the coil. That's how little he cares about this magic damage. He does not. It doesn't matter a bit. Not to this man.
Yeah, now he's gonna have Blink as well. Just 100 gold away. And that's a big one. You don't have like a ton of instant follow-up damage. It's still really nice for initiation. Especially if Tiny is behind.
Have we seen a puck in every single game today?
Feels like it.
We have, right? Every single game in the first series. Game 1 and Game 3 here. My memory fails me on Game 2 of the last game, but I think so. Dare I say. Maybe not. Lots of puck. I'm tired of seeing puck again. I thought this hero was dead after they changed the Acceptor. All of a sudden, 731D. Who were the big mid? Who were the big mids last patch?
Storm.
Oh, right, Storm every game. Storm Ember. Yeah, all of a sudden, goodbye to Storm, and hello back to Puck every single game.
I'll take Puck over Storm.
Oh, Fixers has Coil here. He can follow up here to the Shackle, and will. But the damage is lacking. Even with the Ignites here, they're going to commit the split. The stuns are good. Fixers gets tossed back into the Deusa. They need a little bit more damage, and they will get it courtesy of Feelings Arc to burn the lift. It's very good under the Deusa. Should at least get everyone out of dodge here for Eternity, but that's the first usage of the ultimate from Revenant that doesn't get a kill. In fact, the first one that's plainly not good. Fade, at least, I think is going to go down here to the Ignite and the Urn. No, he's way too tanky, actually. He's going to live through this, as the Curse isn't going to do a lot of damage. It does set up for a potential kill onto Revenant. Another Ignite, though, should do the trick onto Fade. He misses the Thunderclap, but still gets the kill. RL slowed to a crawl from the Thunderclap as CDR shows up. A toss onto the Zeus to kill him. They threw the Dragon onto him, but Bolo kept trying to go up high ground. Wasn't expecting the Sniper. He gets peeped. Still a decent fight. Probably better for 5ManMidas, because they get through Fixers, they keep the DK alive, and Deusa does get a little bit of gold as well off from this fight. Not bad at all.
Yeah, pretty even, I would say. Also, it looks like Sniper doesn't like Assassinate either.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's becoming a trend.
Here it
Not
is.
sure how to feel about it.
I don't know. Again, I haven't really seen any of these Sniper games personally, except for Arkosh, who've tried it a couple times. Moonlight is, yeah, Heavenly Jump. Look how slow RL is. In fact, he's needing to pick pull away, but from behind his Fixers, they are going to, however, immediately throw him into the lasso. Zeus at least gets the Wyvern as the phase shift doesn't last long enough there to get Fixers out of that trouble spot, but they will at least get it a favorable trade here, 2-1. CDR sticking nearby. There's a regen on top. That'd be nice for Zeus right about now. As they cancel his Sal. Bolo with the Avalanche catches 2 heroes. The Ignites, though, careful. Arduous doesn't really want to be here much longer. Extra little bit of damage as Moonlight says, ooh, boy, piece of candy. And he's going to take it. He wants it. He wants it. He wants it so bad. And he's going to take it. That a boy. You deserve it. Go dewarding, Zeus.
Dire are scanning.
Double smoke.
Right into the fight here. Lots of vision in this vicinity, though, in favor of 5ManMidas. Up to the cliff they go. No support here immediately to break the smoke, as there's vision now onto Fion. They're going to try and set up onto Arduous, but they don't get the Shackle shot. And the Stone Gaze is through. 2 turn to Stone. Soon to be Moonlight if he keeps looking, and he did. Revenant does get off the splits, but Windrunner's not as lucky as the puck stunned up and caught by the DK, forced to try and run, even with Witchblade not yet ready to fight here. The damage is severe, though, onto Adios with the Brewlings. They might have the kill, and it goes towards Moonlight. Gets 500 gold for that. He'll die to RRL on the way back down as he gets a couple more zips and zaps onto Fade. Revenant losing now the Brewling form, at least gets the lift off onto RRL, and the second one already, a 17-minute Acceptor here, as he fights a second time. Another lift, have at you, he says to the DK, throws a boulder into the face of the Wyvern, looking for this kill, does not have enough damage, has another boulder ready to throw, and another lift, have at you again, he says to DK. who has spent much too long of this fight, I should say, lifted. There's pain for him. Killing of the Medusa is pretty major, though. Sniper continues to farm. Has Dragonlance, and I think it's Mjolnir. Looks like me is the build. Or maybe Moonshard, I don't know. I think Pale Horse went for a Moonshard, if I'm not mistaken.
Moonshard is really fun once you get the extra knockback distance on headshot. Makes it almost impossible for any melee hero to reach you.
Bottom.
Of course, not
trouble.
super relevant against the Dusa.
Zeus is just dead. Good damage there into Fade, but between the two, they don't need to commit any really big skills. Pardon me, Puck hasted up as Bolo scouted. Oh, the jump is pretty good. Ignited. They're tearing through this tiny. Even with a little bit of bonus armor. Oh, assassinate. He's taking the points. Revenant in a bit of a rough spot. Has no splits here for 20 seconds. Despite that little green triangle. Gets off at least a different form here. The Earth Prowler, just for a little bit of that speed to get away. Stone Gaze is committed here. And into the into the lasso goes the Puck. A short duration Winter's Curse prevents CDR from getting really involved in this fight. It's a 2-for-2 trade here. Just about even. Laner for in position 4 as we go. A couple of ultis used on all around, really. But I think Revenant living is quite a big win for Eternity, because now he's got at least one primal split ready to go.
Yeah, this brew, so strong.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hard to kill for sure. Windrunner, he built in his out of Vlad's. Well, nothing too exciting on the courier yet. It's going to be hard to tell. Moonlight going for his own Ag Scepter. As CDR did finish Mjolnir. Okay, it's Mjolnir for him. The Shard's online for Fade. Running through the wind. The knees into the breeze. He's going to be able to escape from now as they throw CDR right in the middle of 5 enemies. Revenant trying to back him up, and they will at least cut through 3 enemy heroes now as the Dusa makes a double kill for Revenant. Good control onto Arduous as well. There is a lift, and they're going to use it for RL. They're not really scared of the damage Arduous has, and for good reason, even low on the mana. Again, he does go for this casual Chrysalis yet again. His Puck attempting to evade death here. RL about to snap coil if he goes an inch further, but still is going to be able to get off the auto attacks and finds the kill versus Fixers. Running for his life here is going to be Revenant. His Fade giving chase, but without a lasso, can't really get the kill. Gonna have to give up this pursuit.
Middle tower is under attack.
Arduous pushing mid with some bunkers attack range, and we'll find the tower. This is starting to look fairly good for 5ManMidas. I dare say Arduous is almost online. And even a BKB probably doesn't stop Sniper from dying like that. This Blink Dagger online for Bolo making a big difference here.
Yeah, a lot of this game is gonna come down to the positioning from Sniper. If he's in a good position and he can actually right-click, I feel like they're gonna win every single fight. Right now, with just the shard and no BKB or Hurricane Pike, if he gets tossed in, they just lose the fight. It's simple as that.
Yep, and they've actually now picked up an Axe Shard here. The Concussive Grenade for CDR is always a bit of a fun one. This thing's pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, this thing's pretty good. I think it got a lot of flack when they added it into the game because it is kind of weird, but it's super great. It's like a little Reaper jump there, the mine, whatever it is. Fade, Karma stunned here and killed after he snaps the coil, even blown back here. Actually blows him away from Fixers into the lasso. There's no way they turn this, is there? Up on the high ground is Arduous, already screaming and shouting here, but Fixers still committing out to the high ground. He's gonna get stunned for that one and killed. A huge overextension from Eternity. Fixers jaunting onto the orb. He was expecting the Bat Rider to try and ride it through the wind. Did not happen as Bolo gets a kill onto Moonlight. Oh my goodness. 5ManMidas really coming into their own here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good now. Punishing all of the little overextensions by Eternity. Feels like it's just the Brew and the Sniper against all of 5ManMidas.
Interesting.
Top lane even. They're set up very nicely to get a kill on the CDR. The toss is in place just for the damage here. RL now closing the gap. CDR receiving a little bit of backup now in the form of Revenant, and CDR gets off good damage before he goes. 3 enemies here, about half HP, but can they really look to jump for more? The lift is good under the Bat Rider. Bolo at least makes a bit of space with the Avalanche. My god, that lift lasts so long. Bolo makes it out at least of the Gale Force Winds, and the curse is committed here onto one of the Brewlings. Revenants still run through it with the Earth Panda, though, as they snap the coil perfectly on the Wyvern. Bolo as well, dying to the magic damage, if not the Vessel, if not the Ignite. But Fixers, that is going to still take a death. He's getting a little bit too aggressive there. Probably could have jaunted out towards the latter half of that fight, and not really too much of a difference, but he's going to still fall. That's 2 big cores dead here on Eternity. And I don't really think they're going to get through this tower, especially with a Fortify up.
Dire's
back
top
away.
tower is under attack.
It's 23 minutes and Brewmaster is level 20. Just like the Dusa. That's impressive.
He's in a pretty good game, 13-2-9. Fake grenade for him. That doesn't mean he carries a big bounty, though. It's important that he doesn't die here. Actually, thinking about giving a bit of damage here to the DK, who's being blown back by the Gale Force Winds. Slow to a crawl there. The move speed slows into Gale Force is so punishing. There's really nothing you can do, and it's dangerous. It's area of denial, but it's even more dangerous because at that stage, you know, I mean, we saw this with OG at the Major, right? Coil into the Gale Force Winds. At that stage, it becomes more of like, no, you're going this way now. Pretty scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness they gave it a cast range.
A fitting bounty.
The spell was bonkers when it was global. I have no idea when it was global. Remember when Arrow was global as well? For like a week?
Yeah. And the global executionist power shot.
Yep, that's what it was. It was the power shot one. I don't know if Marana Arrow was ever global. I'm thinking of Dota Imba, but... Oh, Puck making another jump. Fixers. He's going to jaunt back after he commits the coil. Now looking to re-engage, this time with much more backup. Assassinate should find it. Of all things, it's actually the fake grenade damage that does it. I think it applies like 50 or so when it hits. And 40. Huh. Kill's a kill, though. We'll be happy for that one. Scotty is ready to go now. Fully online and completed alongside a Hurricane Pike. Not the best item usually versus a Puck. So it doesn't usually feel all that great of a purchase, but survivability all the same here, especially versus a sniper using to close the gap or force yourself away from him so he doesn't kill you. Sniper, by the way, who has now a BKB after disassembling that Dragon Lance. He's going to reassemble it, needs that extra bit of strength. Trailing the Deuce now by 4,000 gold. About the cost here of the Hurricane Pike is essentially the difference between the two. Revenant's itching for a fight here. He's got 2 charges of the ulti. He wants to go. We're getting to that stage of the game, though, Wingblade, where it feels like Roche is the natural next objective here.
Nice shackle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but Arquez running right at the sniper with the haste rune. CDR is going to BKB. Body blocks are good onto Arquez, and that's a great shackle a second time around, but CDR does have the BKB for this. Haste rune really coming in handy there for Arquez. Sniper could have denied that, decided against it, and is now going to shoot at Arquez. That'll be a lot of the mana reduced. What's going on over here, though? Another lift. I always see this DK in the air, this time in human form. The beautiful shackle here. Third one of the fight will collect Ray. Zeus ulti for Vision. As it seems like they're going to go for another lift here onto RRL. No? Yes. Another lift. Beautifully done. We're going to bring him back down into Gale Force Winds, but no shackle shot ready. Or there was. They just didn't want to go for it. And they're not even going to look for Roche. Not even with a dead Bat Rider. Not even with a Dusa. Without a Stone Gaze. They're gonna keep it chill for now.
Revenant has the Eon Disc ready. Going for a refresher. Of course, he doesn't really need much more to be effective. He has the tanky Brewlings now. And 2 charges of split.
I want to see this concussive grenade used there. I don't believe it was used in that last little skirmish when the Medusa was running at him. Probably could have been used to some effect. It's best used to get up and down cliffs as Bolo makes the blink initiation, which kills Fixers. RL follows suit with a nice little stun, which just curses good damage on the Zeus, but shouldn't end up killing him. Good damage all the save. The counter initiate. RL forced to BKB. Bolo as well running pretty deep on in with the Vessel debuff. And the Sniper from behind. They have the kill. Sniper has a BKB, but he got Dragon Tail stunned instantly. Finally gets it off. There's going to be the concussive grenade. Trying to TP out as he creates the distance between himself and Arduous, who is lifted. Moonlight, in the meantime, is going to be sacrificed, but they get through RL with a nice power shot. In the meantime, Revenant still running at enemies here as he lifts the Dusa one last time for good measure. I think that's him now out of splits. Yeah, for only 10 seconds, though. But a 3-for-2 trade is going to be favorable here for Eternity as Sniper does make it out alive.
Yeah, very nice TP. Recognizing that the Dusa wasn't in range and the rest doesn't deal that much right-click damage.
Pretty rough start, though, for Fixers especially, who just starts the fight dead, essentially. He's been unable to really get the best initiations on these team fights. The DK has been... He's got his number, basically, here.
These lifts, so good.
Oh, yeah. Revenant's amazing on the Brewmaster, to be certain.
I feel like Revenant has definitely been one of the standout players for this series so far.
Yeah, he's looked fantastic. Especially in game 3 here, basically from the lane 16-2-10. Certainly a game that he can be proud of, and certainly a very difficult hero to kill. They've gotten close a couple of times, but they're hoping to do so again. They're going to have to get it pitch perfect and also probably mute him. Because he does have himself the Aeon Disc ready to go. That can be potentially very problematic. I don't think they actually have any silences, do they? Not this game. So it's going to have to be a mute or just basically... I think when you're stunned, I think you're also muted. You can't disassemble items. I don't recall. We'll see here now. He is stunned. Oh no, he just straight up assembles the Aeon Disc. You need to be muted or silence, I suppose. CDR already tears through feeling. They have no fear now of the Winter's curse. Although they turn CDR into stone and through BKB, they will last him. Everyone pumping in the damage to the Sniper, and he's dead for 80 seconds. A beautiful shackle, but it's much too late here to save the Sniper. As Moonlight at least able to evade a death. Revenant now running back on into the fight here. He gets stunned immediately, though, and does not have another Elder Dragon Ball, but he's just fighting through this. Another two-man shackle is great. Not enough damage quite for Fade, though, as Moonlight is trying to fight through this one. It's now finally a 3 versus 1 as they snap the coil there, forcing the Dusa underneath tier 2 tower. Vessel debuff applied. Another beautiful shackle shot here. The tower's even helping out here as they just get enough cooldown now for another split into a beautiful fight there for Eternity. Fight didn't look so good, but every single time the Sniper dies, the fight turns out amazing. It's a full team wipe.
Yeah, they just have so much control. They don't even care that the Sniper is dead because they're not in a rush. They can just keep the Dusa in place until they kill her. Even if it takes like 25 seconds, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, these shackle shots as well have been on point, I have to say, from Ray. They have looked amazing here. He landed he landed two-man shackles there in that fight alone. Another great shackle shot here. Somehow avoids the first tree. Don't worry about it. But, I mean, good stuff to keep the Dusa locked down. Not much you could really hope to do there. Feeling as well getting picked off early in the fight, so it's not like Sniper had 0 impact exactly. Does tank basically every single spell from Stone Gaze to Lasso. Going for a Satanic next. That's the Aeon Disc immediately paying off as well for Revenant, who's allowed to get off both charges there of his ultimate. Still no one has taken Roche yet, 31 minutes in. It's been quite an active game, almost at 2 kills a minute, just shy, but extremely active game here. Brew already up to level 25, by the way, after that kill. Brewlings gained their Drunken Brawler passive. Okay. Little Zeus ulti for the Vision there as they end up making the jump, but Batrider out of BKB to more than a miss. So now these Brewlings, not only they're tanky, I think they do a lot more right-click damage. Oh, phase shift is good. Another blink out. Well timed there from the puck, but oh yeah, Winter's Curse still connects, and that's another death here for Fixers, unfortunately. Another two-man shackle. Not really much they can look to set up into, though. Not at least when the puck is dead for 70 seconds, and without Nimbus, they don't want to take this fight. This could be now the first Roche of the game, but 5ManMidas
Dyer's
looking for
top
more as
tower
they have
has
now caught
fallen.
wind of the Zeus. The Zeus does get off at least another heavenly jump, a decent juke, but he finds RRL waiting for him there in the trees, and down he goes. Everyone's pinging
Can't
through, man.
always get away beautifully.
Nope. Bit difficult for him that time around. Not to worry though, he's still going to be responding pretty close here in time with his puck, which still might be all too late to contest this Roche. 5ManMidas though, they're still not really making too aggressive a move, much to the surprise of Eternity, who are going to drench poor Roche in alcohol. It's absolutely dripping. They opened up like 4 kegs on that guy.
They can stall Roche for so long with the Brew and Sniper.
Yeah, Ray's gonna go down here. Adios eventually running in with him, but Revenant is gonna go ahead and get a bit aggressive now. Does have these Drunken Brawler passes on each one of them, but all of them still turn to stone. A good sharpshooter there is gonna at least pick off Bolo from the tail end of this fight, as Revenant once again able to find a lift here. Adios though completing the full Daedalus in the secret shop in the meantime, already up to level 26, which means that these arrows are going to be using modifiers now on every single attack.
Radiant's top tower
6k? Oh my god, Fixers, you madman. RL's missing off the map and you jump in like that. Not to worry though, he's A-okay. And they have delayed Roche. All it cost him was the one charge of the Brewmaster ulti, but he doesn't have another one for 20 seconds. DD Rune is in the bottom lane. Fixer. Okay, Waning Rift is good. He's going to at least secure the bottle. Oh no, but they break the Lincoln Sphere and immediately into the coil. He might be able to jaunt away here, and he does. In fact, dropping the coil on the way out, snaps it onto Fade. DD Rune active here, and it seems like he's going to make it out alive, even with the Flame Break continuing to take him down. Nicely done. At least forces out a lot of utility here from the side of 5ManMidas. Lasso, yes, but also this Elder Dragon form, which is pretty big, because I don't think he has Elder Dragon form level 4. I think he got it delivered shortly after.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't have...
For now, it's gonna be a weak blue dragon.
Yeah, I think it's a blue dragon.
Pathetic.
Kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah, he doesn't have free pattern. Yeah, that's the easiest way to tell. Nice jump down there. Everyone knows Zeus is a very nimble and very easily to escape hero. We all know that. That's how he's always been. He's always been able to jump down cliffs, Wingblade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's ulted for the vision. A couple of heroes on the high ground. They see everyone on the map. They're quite isolated from the rest of the team, but of course he's very fast. Hard to catch him. Radiance soon for Revenant, who, by the way, can have up to 4 charges of the ultimate. He's got plenty of mana for it as well. It's not too expensive, unlike something like an Enigma or a Tidehunter usually, who does struggle for mana. And he'll be A-okay. Lots of blinks here. I think everyone with a blink? Is that right on 5ManMidas is up for the Dusa? 4 Team Blink Dagger? Not quite 5ManMidas, 4-man Blink though. All of them in a different slot as well. Odhuis is going to be in the river. Careful here, Moonlight picked up by a ward. Does bait Odhuis up. He's back a bit. In the meantime, they've lost the Wyvern again, so this fight looking pretty difficult. That's a big black dragon here, but they will not be able to kill him. 4,000 HP, plenty of armor, lots of regen, magic resist, magic immune even with the BKB. He's out of there. And Fixers, he finds himself the Tiny, who snaps the coil into the tree. He will go with Moonlight looking to close the gap as well, trying to assist for the kill. Toss away, but they still have vision thanks to the Zeus Lightning Bolt. Another silence here. Fixer looking to turn. Fade as well is going to be able to at least leash up the Zeus. Could not get through the Lincoln Sphere of the puck, so just took the guaranteed kill. Not bad at all. Decent control here on Odhuis, as they're going to at least hit him with a little bit of gusty wind. Fight continues though as Revenant activates the ulti. They don't get a lift off, I think thanks to a Lincoln Sphere now on the Dusa. RL still's got Elder Dragon form here for a couple more seconds as the Boulder of all things is going to force the BKB of Fade. They still continue to chase though. Feeling is back alive and has a Winter's Curse. Is going to throw it now onto the Windrunner. She is absolutely deleted by CDR. Articulus as well takes this opportunity to force staff himself forward. CDR with a concussive grenade being chased is going to BKB TP away, so they're bailing out from this fight, but not before they get another Wyvern kill. Revenant did refresh, and that's going to allow him to get off another usage of the ultimate here. CDR of course TV'd all the way back home. And Medusa is shredding these Brewlings. damage. He has damage now with the Daedalus, as the coil is only good to catch RRL and a couple of the Dusa illusions. That's going to force out the 4th and final Brewmaster ulti of this fight, and he's going to be able to escape easily here with the Storm Brew lane anyway. But yeah, this Dusa hurts. Actually, maybe they turn? Also, I think he should get Shard. I think the Shard's pretty good here. The status is this one. Okay, it's whatever. He's going to die. Get Shard. Get your Void Brew lane in here.
Mm-hmm. Is that better than
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
getting the Radiance quicker? I guess so.
I think so. I think status is just super good for him. That's the only reason I think he should have it. Not for the Void Brewing, but only for the Void stance, which does not crash the game, although it sounds like it would. It gives him status resist, right? But you have to remember, when you activate it, it triples it, so it gives him 60% status resist. It's amazing. He's always going to be able to get off his ultimate. Aeon Disc or not. That's the reason why I think it's very good. Roche is being taken, though. DK is so big in Slyrack form. CDR turning to fight a little bit now versus Bolo. Shrapnel, not in the Roche pit. Instead, it's for Bolo only, but feeling as well, closing the gap. RL with a nice silence on 2. Moonlight as well with some good damage. Assassinate might be enough here. Feeling gets off the curse. Doesn't quite catch RL, though. It's the power shot as well. Whiffs on the Wyvern. They will at least be able to finish off now one without Hughes inside as well. This fight pretty deep with the Stone Gaze. TDR looking to turn a little bit more. Has the concussive grenade. Looking for a little bit of headshot damage. Force ups himself back. Concussive grenade as well into the trees they pushed in, actually. Not really direct vision here, so he's able to TP away yet again from this fight. That's like the 5th fight that CDR is TP'd away from. Good damage, though, onto Ray here as he's falling fast. That's going to cause Revenant to trigger one of his many ultimates that he has at his disposal. RL is going to go down. The lift under the Dusa as well is very good. She backpacked her Lincoln Sphere, so doesn't have the spell block at the ready. CDR back in the fight now with the spider legs here. Letting it go here onto Fade with a pushback as well. Fade forced to BKB. Another lift here onto the Dusa, burning a minute of her Aegis, essentially. As Moonlight will welcome her back with a couple of lightning shocks here, burning a lot of the HP here with his Shard online. They do get the Ignite. They don't get the Ignite, pardon me, onto the Dusa. She'll make it out. But a couple of buybacks here. Moonlight and Bolo both buying back. Dusa's pretty big, but is kind of struggling to get into the middle of these team fights here, especially with how eager CDR is to TP away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a slippery little fella. And he's approaching the 6th slot position as well.
He's starting to continue to outrange this Dusa even more now with the 25 talent taken. He's got a pretty ludicrous attack range. So he doesn't really care all too much about it for now. The movement speed's slow as well, not too significant at this stage for what headshot active gives you. 3 seconds of pure headshot. That 38 knockback distance plus 28. Ooh, it's so good. It is very good. And the fights here, very chaotic. They're not fast fights, though, surprisingly. Brewmaster constantly getting off like 2 or 3 splits every single fight. Curse sometimes nuking a target towards the start of it, but both teams end up being pretty survivable here. So both Sniper and Dusa get off a lot of different spells and utility. Fixers might consider a BKB this game, to be honest. Wouldn't mind seeing it. Getting caught quite a few times here by the DK stun. Although maybe that's his job to absorb those stuns, so Sniper doesn't. I don't know. Either way, half duration burned off of this Aegis here for Odhuis. There's a Bolo as well, with an Aeon Disc ready to be assembled. Feeling is pretty close to his own. CDR just forcing back Odhuis. There's that Sniper attack range. Odhuis with a good attack range himself, of course. Man, God, this Brewmaster so far, to the level 28, 4,200 HP here already is really quite something. Pulling the Dusa here in terms of the experience gain. Lincoln Sphere broken here of RRL. Avatos. Let's get off the phase shift mid-air. Gets a blink off as well. Waning Rips continue to give chase. They find him with the curse into the lasso, wasting no time here, making sure Puck can evade his death. Still gets off a phase shift. Doesn't have a blink, though. Doesn't have a blink and will die to the Firefly damage. In the meantime here, Brewmaster, I think scouted by RRL, who has a casual Orchid. Bolo makes the jump. They can Orchid him if he wants, but of course he has Aeon Disc, even if they can trigger it, and they do at least. Okay, not bad. Somehow Brewmaster has gotten rid of all of his Vessel charges. He had like 7 at one stage. This Brewmaster, who, by the way, when played is 22-2 and 13.
Pretty decent. Involved in 35 out of 40 kills. Just 2 of his team's 36 deaths.
There on Zeus, they will scout him. He doesn't leave him alone. Absolutely to pieces, to shreds, to smithereens. Arquus in a very uncomfortable spot here, as they will ignite him. Lots of damage. He'll just lose first Aegis. No worries there. Quick little Lincoln's in for him. Bolo ready to initiate as well with an Avatoss. Did take toss, requires no target, as CDR is going to go ahead and break him and ensure that he can actually blink. Oh my god, Fade was so fast there. Look at this Gale Force win, man. Such an ability. It is one of the most abilities in the game. So,
for sure.
Taking a bit of damage. They get at least 1 Bruling split out. There's, of course, 3 more to follow, as the Boulder is going to be able to break the Lincoln Sphere. They stack the lockdown a bit here, but I'm pretty sure they're happy to get the lift off regardless onto this Dusa. Another lift here in just another second, and they're going to actually kill it. The Bruling, that is, before it comes out. Toss, though, is good. CDR does get off the Force Staff and actually manages to outrun the Winter's Curse. Good damage here onto Revenant. He's going to need to refresh quickly if he wants to get the Aeon Disc active, but he doesn't get it done. And that's 3 dead without buyback.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can they just end now?
Sniper and Puck both left alone to defend. Blink Dagger is going to avoid that sharpshooter. Puck is cutting waves and has done a really good job actually at cutting this wave. Dusa doesn't quite have the damage on her own. Even broken now, does need to be a bit careful here. That right-click damage. CDR winning these duels again, outranging her, but there's the jump from RRL. Lincoln Sphere at least blocks the Dragon Tail stun. I think he probably meant to stun him with the Orchid, getting him second. Pardon me, Orchid. I meant full Bloodthorn, by the way. That's terrifying. The Zeus is up in 9. Seems like they're content to lose a second lane of Barracks. Nothing much Puck can do about this one, except continuing to cut mid waves at least. Assassinate for RRL. Bat Rider scouted, trying to go through the trees. And it's not even any lasting structure damage here. It's simply just a tier 3 tower taking coil there for Fixers, as they do flame break him back into a bit of a stun. Force Staff up to the high ground. Lots of damage here onto Fixers, though. That was a little scary for him, but he'll be alive. Did that flame break stun? Did I see that right? It absolutely... No, it didn't. That was weird. Must have been a Dragon Tail then.
Arcane power.
I'm not sure what Eternity needs to do to get this game back in their favor. Feels like Sniper is just in such a precarious position. It's just like one wrong move and he dies, and he needs to do so much work in these fights.
Like, at what point in this game, at what point in the Sniper progression does he stop BKBing and TPing out of fights? You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know how much longer you can do that, is the thing.
I think that's his primary purpose.
I mean, like, I know that's not what CDR is doing on purpose, but, like, he has to get out of these fights. But what I mean is, like, at some stage, for example, like a Medusa or a Juggernaut, they will stop using their BKB, Stone Gaze, whatever, spins, and TPing away. Because they're like, I can fight you now. When does that happen for Sniper? He's 26. He's basically 6-slotted. Coil there committed. Fixers. Oh, he's going to get tossed back, though, right into the hands of the Dusa. Another Dream Coil. Sorry, another Illusory Orb away, as they have caught now the Windrunner, dragging her to the enemy team. But not enough damage there, as the Dusa is going to start Stone Gazing up, trying to at least stop this Puck from continuing to dance around him. Actually turned her to Stone. Don't really know about that one, though. Revenant deep on the back lines. Does get off at least, his Aeon Disc. And as a result, of course, the first of many splits. RRL, incredibly tanky here with 4k HP. Lots of status resist as well, as Moonlight is going to be jumped now. CDR, he's in, he's fighting, but he's in so deep. He needs a little bit of help now from Fixers, as disarmed and in trouble is going to be Arquus. There's going to be a curse now. I believe that's actually onto CDR. It is, and it's good enough for the kill. His feeling will have enough damage all by himself. Ray trying to do whatever he can versus Audihus, but he miserably loses that 1v1. Moonlight as well is going to go down, but Bolo at least can die. Revenant does refresh and is procced, and out comes the ultimate number 3. Another lift here onto the Dusa. She's got a blink dagger. I think you take damage coming down from that, though. No, you don't, apparently. She blinks away, and immediately Spider Legs is back down to the low ground. She's actually completely alone here. Doesn't have Aegis, and might just be dead. There's a lot of damage here, and more than enough of it. I'm not sure why she's Spider Legs back down to the low ground.
You get the Dusa.
It's a big kill, and Roche is up in
I feel
3
like
seconds.
Sniper is just doing nothing, but somehow they're still winning these fights.
I mean, look, what's wild is that Sniper survives approximately 10 seconds in these fights, but his DPS is like 1,000. Like, it's incredible how much damage this guy's able to accomplish, really, and put out in these fights. Fade's looking for a jump. Oh,
And I guess...
Oh, so close. Cast animation there. Oh, and he pushes Moonlight even further. Careful here. They got Vision. Ray as well. He's going to get in a little bit of damage. He actually doesn't have much damage items, so it's just the right clicks alone in the base damage is going to find the kill. That's a big one. Fate does not have buyback. He died back for that play.
Oh, God. I guess the manic pursuit of Sniper is also allowing Eternity
Okay,
to deal so
Puck.
much damage.
Puck. He's just dead. He's going to go. He's going to die, and Bolo's bought back here. He's going to, I guess, get through these Revenant's Brewlings rather easily, at least not before RL is lifted one final time. Revenant will make it out here with ease. A needless death, might I say, from the Puck. Roche was up. Could have pushed high ground. Now instead, you're going to be on the back foot. I think this game is starting to get at the nerves of these players. But my God, is Revenant's incredibly farmed this game. He is level 29. He's got 23 kills and 16 assists in a 45-kill game. He's got Radiance. Pretty soon he's going to have to consume his Ag Scepter. He won't have much other choice.
He still doesn't have the shot, though.
I think it's good. The disarm's like, it's bleh, it's whatever, even though I think against the Dusa, it's got some, you know, some capabilities. I mean, at the very least, it gives them one more Brewling they have to kill if they want to kill you. Seems okay. I think
Why
it gets
does he
an
hate it
especially
so
bad
much?
rep. 5x situation, though, is still in peril for CDR. He almost has it ready to go, just needs a little bit more gold, and he'll be ready. He could be duration minimized.
Now we know that one of his supports can just abandon if he doesn't have it, right?
I guess so, yeah. I guess we do. As well, just pushing waves like a madman. The blink, though. Don't quite see where he is. RRL searching, hunting in the trees. I don't believe Ray has seen him either. Looking for the TP out. Move it away.
We're getting to the point where it's becoming super late game. We're gonna get like tier 5 items soon. 9 slotted carries.
That's going to be bonkers. Already looking fairly crazy right now in the middle of these fights. Maybe Sniper will last 15 seconds if he gets like Arcanist armor or something. A mirror shield potentially. Careful here. That's Audihus. Slightly isolated here. Slightly. And Shackled now stunned for a good duration. Bolo didn't want to go for the toss back in the silence. RL trying to counter initiate. And there's going to be a very obnoxious leash. Dusa finds herself on the high ground. It's going to farm up some neutrals here in between. Fixer does get hit with a stun. Another Lincoln's back soon. Dusa, no Lincolns here currently. She's instead got the Swift Blink in the inventory as Fixer still evading a couple of kills here. Bolo sent up into the sky here. Or Revenant is, rather, by Bolo as the Stone Gaze is out. Fixers trying to lock down this Wyvern, who's up to level 25. Is stunning here on these Splinter Blasts now, as it's Moonlight as well, chasing for this kill. One more Lightning Bolt might do the trick, not quite. Out comes the Winter's Curse, but they've also kind of stacked the stuns here. Wyvern is going to die. Moonlight brought well along for a ride and is burning there to the Firefly. RL as well dying here as Revenant ready to commit for another ulti. CDR tossed away as Ray is back in this fight. Wyvern has bought back but has no curse. What is going on here? This is Puck now, who is evading and just barely avoids the flame break. Fade, in the meantime, finds himself in a bit of a pickle. The silence is going to whiff here as well, as Fixers now Abba tossed up and just killed. So aggressive. So aggressive from Fixers. This man has no chill.
How many times has he died now? I feel like half of the time he's just spending dead. It's I mean, he's creating space, but this is not his game. 5 and 12 on this Puck.
And these fights are just, they're all over the place. Unbelievable. And we still haven't fought around Roche. Teams are just like ignoring Roshan right now and playing ARDM at this stage.
Yeah, who needs Roche?
Tiny with an Aeon Disc. Soon to be Wyvern now with an Aeon Disc. Should be soon enough, actually, especially because you can disassemble the Aether for your Arcane booster and then get the recipe from the shop. I think it's only 1,400. Is this a hero? What the heck? Why are you farming there? What? Revenant, run! What is going on? He's going to have to refresh. Aeon Disc proc. I mean, I guess they actually wasted Lasso on him there. What the heck? He was actually just farming an easy camp 53 minutes into the game. Just casually. CDR is here? Are they going to try and turn this into a fight? They still don't have Zeus. He's just going to ulti again? I guess, but if they can stun him? Oh, okay, he got away. What? Wingblade.
I have no idea. Greed is bad.
Oh, this is
Cost him a refresher cooldown as well.
Look at this, a 1.5 second fear on Cinder Brew when ignited. Not bad. Especially because, I mean, igniting that thing is the most trivial thing for your team. Zeus just has to press R.
I just want him to buy shite. That's all I want. All I ask for. Also, this DK is huge.
He is very big. He's a big boy.
Dire are scanning.
Arduous, by the way, just has like 10k in the bank. He is like out of slots. Completely out of slots.
Finally, Roche.
Now they remembered that Roche exists. There's the fear. Not bad. 1.5 seconds. It's going to allow her to get off the ultimates. The coil only catches the Tiny and is going to circulate Aeon Disc. Not much achieved there. Arduous BKB's up, running around with Stone Gauge, trying to find a target, but Sniper as well. BKB on the run. Another lift onto RRL prevents him from actually finding a stun onto the Sniper. But guess who's behind enemy lines? It's Puck, who does manage to actually evade for now. Fixer's hiding in the Roche pit. They don't quite see him yet. Is he going to give an auto attack to cancel Blink Daggers there? In trouble is CDR. He's fighting versus RRL, and now he finds himself lassoed, and he's going to die. He's going to buy back. Okay, back into the fight. The fear here onto 2, sets up for the shackle. Maybe this is a kill onto the Tiny. Does get the cold embrace heal off, though. And the Force Staff out of the Nimbus. A second Force Staff away now. Fixer's committing for the kill. Fixer's committing really hard. Does get the jaunt away, but they actually blink in after him, apply the Winter's Curse, and kill him off. He's got buyback, too, if he wants to. CDR's already bought back. Roche is still up. They barely did any damage to him. He's got 13,000 health right now. Not like that matters.
It's 55 minutes, and this is the second Roche of the game.
Uh-oh, they've got vision here on the Ray. See him coming. Feel it. Hello? Ray is he dead. Revenant as well. They toss him onto the cliff. That's real awkward for him. He at least gets actually rid of the Wraith Pact here, but not much Revenant can do. The blink down eventually will come. The Gale Force, but Ray finds himself stunned yet again because they're continuing to chase him. CDR, he's not sure if he wants to be here anymore, and he decides that he doesn't. He doesn't have a buyback, and the rest of his team does. Revenant on the run. He's got he's got Aeon Disc. He's got Aeon Disc, and he can refresh, and he's going to refresh, and he has another Aeon Disc, and now he's got 2 more Primal Splits. Haha, good luck killing this guy as they lift the Medusa, who does not have a Lincoln Star in their inventory. Roche is still up. He's wondering why these people keep coming back to his house, trying to kill him, and then giving up and chasing some pandas around. But we're running out of buybacks here on the side of Eternity. 2 of them now committed. And there they go, back into the Roche pit. He's almost dead this time around, 3,000 HP. He goes, oh great, you again. And there they go. Second Roche taken, Aegis for Arduous. He is, I mean, my goodness, he is almost out of slots. I'd never used the statistic, but look at current gold. Dusa's got 13,000, we'll call it 14k just to keep it even. If I switch to net worth, guess what? She has an entire Wyvern in her backpack. She has an entire tiny in her bank. Not even her bank, and not even her backpack. That's not her net worth. That's her bank. She can buy a tiny right now. Unbelievable.
I would buy a tiny.
What level grow would you have him in?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Probably level 2.
Oh, okay, that's a nice medium. Bolo. Disc into the toss. Get ready. Tossing away into the middle of the trees. Moonlight trying to hide under the cover of his own Nimbus, but Adhuis is now here for the kill. Attempting to TP away, but no dice. Oh, and they get a die back as well onto Ray. Revenant as well in a bit of an awkward spot. Does not have A on Disc, so needs to commit the ulti if he's going to actually end up dying. Fixers finds 3 people in the coil. The fear is good onto Adhuis. CDR actually getting some good damage, but he's right on top of an enemy ward. Right on top of an enemy ward, and they have vision. Do they have vision? No, they don't, or they can't get it off. So it's not going to be a great lasso. It was committed there, but the puck immediately away. Bolo saved, however, by the cold embraces. This could be a dieback now onto the Zeus. CDR laying into Adhuis, who BKB's on his first life and is not going to die for it. That's now the final buyback of... No, it's not, because Fixer still has buyback, actually. Everyone else, though, does not have buyback. Revenant has 1 ulti charge left. He's got another refresher orb, though, in 40 seconds. That's the longest stun in the world by the DK, who's level 29. Adhuis is going to shivvy away on a sliver of HP, and Fixer, he can't stop himself, man. He sees an enemy 1 hit, he's going to go for it. Refresher up for Fade, and that's going to kill... That's going to kill Revenant. That's a dieback on him. He didn't want to use the ultimate, didn't expect the refresher. Down he goes. Fixers immediately tries to kill Fade. Without Fade, he's got a BKB. This is, by the way, the first barracks taken in the entire game. 59 minutes into the game. Salty here. Not going to really find anything. His both supports, well, actually, support an off lane dead. They did at least kill the Wyvern once. Bolo as well had to buy back in that engagement. Guess who's cutting waves? It's Fixer. But they see him, they've caught him, and they've killed him.
Oh,
That's a dieback there, and that might be the game.
I think so. No Brewmaster, no puck. And we saw before, Sniper has some items, but he's just pickling all of these tanky heroes.
Middle tower has fallen.
And I don't really think 6 shrapnel charge is going to do much to change that, unfortunately.
Radiant's middle barracks are
This
under
is
attack.
certainly megas, but again, a whole 90
Radiant's
seconds, a
middle
whole 100
has
even,
fallen.
without your puck. CDR, there he goes, he gets jumped, he's got Lincolns, he's got BKB, but look at this, Adhuis, he's got some damage, man. That's not even a rapier, he's just BKBing and TP out again. When does it stop? We're an hour in. How many creeps? How many creeps does it take for my core to keep fighting? They're gonna slap that Zeus to death with a tree. Bolo gets a kill. Wyvern somehow's got buyback in the midst of all this. 70 seconds till the pucks respawn. 40, more importantly, until at least they got another hero, but it's Fade with the BKB. He gets through the Lincolns, and he gets through the Sniper with the A on Discus Ray, but it's not going to save him here. He's attempting to run, but cannot do much here in the fountain here. He's still going to die. There he goes. All the right-click damage in the world for him. Oh my god, his courier frickin' died. And there's the disconnect. That's it. It's GG. GG, well played, is Eternity. They don't want to GG out of this game, but eventually will be forced to. 5ManMidas. They are going to save themselves from relegation tiebreakers. Guarantee themselves a spot in our next DPC Division 2 for NA. Congratulations.
Damn, what an unbelievable game to end on. After the first one, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a, quick 2-0 for Eternity.